Hi, I'm Shirin.
I'm Kyan.
I'm Taraneh.
And we are Unmarried Persian Girls.
Lay la lay la lay. Lay la lay la lay. La 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 lay la lay.
Hello. Hello, Durud, Salam. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. Welcome to another episode of Unmarried Persian Girl, episode 4. Wow. Thank you for being with us. As I said, I'm Shirin, live in the UK, and as we all know, I'm not everyone's cup of tea.
But you're my cup of tea, and that's all you need.
June.
I'm Kyan, born and raised in the West, but grew up with some pretty harsh Persian standards, so I'll leave it there. We'll get to that.
I'm Taraneh. I'm 22, and I live in Toronto, and I was born in Iran, raised there too.
Lovely.
Awesome.
Why am I not your cup of tea?
You're my cup of tea, too. I hope I'm everybody's cup of tea, right? Am I right? I'm everybody's cup of tea.
Everyone knows.
Let's just get to the point.
All right, Shirin, tell us, what are we doing here?
Yes. Okay. So the show is called Unmarried Persian Girl. So we have a clue here. It's about women mostly, the relationship between them and other people, Persians in specific. And we are going to talk about things that are usually taboo. We don't talk about them. We try to avoid them in our society. But in this show, this is not the case. And we are going to make it very uncomfortable for everybody.
Oh, yes, we are. We're going to go places that nobody's gone before.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, we've received a lot of feedback from the last 2 episodes we did. We hear you. We see you. We're going to read some of your letters before the end of the show. So stay tuned for that.
Exactly.
Which brings me to my next point. Guys, you ready for the next topic? What are we discussing today? Let me tell you.
What are we discussing today?
What's with the jealousy? Tell me, what's with the jealousy?
I'll tell you what is
it?
with the jealousy. This is with the jealousy. Me putting
Oh, that's
on
right.
makeup.
Speaking of comments, you guys got a lot of comments about how you're both jealous of each other. So, yeah, apparently.
I mean, obviously she is copying me putting lipstick on.
Obviously.
right.
Yeah.
So listen,
Where's my lipstick?
guys, focus. Listen,
Okay.
we've seen it a lot in the community, in the Persian community. There's a lot of jealousy. Men, women, children, parents, grandparents. There's just jealousy. There's a lot of it. What is with it? Let me tell you my theory. Listen,
theory?
I think if you go back to our childhood, if you dig deep and remember, I can dig deep for you guys. I'll do you guys a favor and dig in there.
Yeah, dig in.
Growing up, listen, I was always compared to my cousins, my friends, my brothers. You know, did you know your cousin got into Harvard? Are.
Does your mom
تو هم
have that
چه کار می‌خوای
accent?
بکنی؟ آره. It sounds a little more Russian, but
Harvard.
she's Persian, by the way. You know, oh, did you hear Mariam's daughter is becoming a doctor? آره. تو چه کار می‌کنی? Yeah. So, you know, when you're constantly being compared to other kids, that kind of, you grow up to have a little bit of like confidence issues,
It's a culture,
perhaps.
yeah.
It's part of the culture. I wasn't good enough unless I got straight A's.
And it is very clear that it didn't really work because you didn't become neither a doctor or a lawyer.
How do you know I'm a very respectable lady? Let me just say, like, and I grew up with a lot of white kids, and you know, I would go over to the houses, and you know, they'd be like, "Oh, mom, I got an F. Oh, that's okay, honey, you'll get it next year." If I got an F, I'd be out of that house in no time. Like, F گرفتی گم شو ببینم. I don't know who you are.
I totally agree that our culture really embraces competition. Because look, in here, the system is like you get A, B, C, D, E, F, G. But in Iran, you get like very, very exact 19.75 as your, and if you 19.75 is not comparable to a 20. You suck.
Yeah, for those who don't know, in Iran, 20 is the highest or best score. It's like, I don't know, 5 in here or 1 in
here.
Germany. Yeah, 100 or something. So, yeah.
So
so that's where I think it comes from. Like, you know, since childhood, we've like been raised to eventually become jealous people.
Absolutely. And then what happens to you when you're a child totally reflects your personality as an adult. And I think the reason why that their parents keep telling you, when you're a kid, your parents are your whole world, and you are seeking acceptance from your parents, right? So when the whole world, which is your parents, tell you that you're not enough, and you keep hearing that when you grow up, you have those insecurities inside you.
Well, let me tell you right now, you are enough, Taraneh.
Oh, I am.
You keep telling yourself.
Oh yeah, she is enough now.
You too, Shirin.
Yeah, you keep telling you should tell yourself now, because you should tell.
I already know that,
you should tell the child inside your inner child that you are enough, because you're the parents now, right?
Yeah.
So when they raise with that environment, obviously when they grow up, they're insecure. When you're insecure about yourself, you're gonna go into other people, see what they're doing, and then you don't like them, and you get jealous because you think you don't have what they have.
Yeah.
So I think the jealousy, a lot of it comes from the insecurity that I don't know about guys, but Persian girls have.
Yeah, we all probably have heard about like inner child or something like that.
I was just talking about it. See, shit, like you tell me she's
Literally
not jealous
takes
of
the
me.
words
I
out of
was
your
just
mouth.
fucking hell.
Go on,
I was just like confirming what you said.
You know, I'm being jealous right now.
Yes,
Yes,
What the
you
fuck?
are.
That's out on a
Like
bad.
it's
See,
not,
now you
it's
should
not
have been,
mine.
instead
You
of
can
being
use
jealous.
inner child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zip
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yes. No, I was gonna say, Webin, let's make it short. I was gonna say, if you have that void in your childhood, then and you've been like treated like shit, yes. When you grow up, you wanna share. Well done. You wanna share that void with others. That's why you humiliate them, or you talk to yourself in negative ways. Say like there's nothing good about them. You should feel better. So that's the thing. But I think the problem here with what we are talking about is mostly about we associate jealousy with female humans, women, Persian women, whereas I don't find it that way. I think jealousy is a human quality, is a human feeling, and I think that the patriarchal approach to that and the old masculine shit has made it okay for men to feel jealous, and they have put a name on it in Farsi, which is called غیرت. And if they are not jealous, so we are going to replace jealous for men by غیرت. And if they are not غیرتی, which is like sensitive on their woman,
protective,
then it's condescending. So it's good for men. Men should be jealous about that. But with women, oh no, you're jealous. You're not enough. You're jealous because that other person is more pretty, and they make it look like they make it about looks and everything. And this is where it makes me so angry. That in our culture there is a name that makes it okay. Yes, that makes it okay for men to be jealous, but for us it's not good to be jealous.
There's no English translation for غیرت, is
no.
there? It's like exclusive to Persian.
Have you tried?
I don't even know where to begin. It's like a jealous man, but in a good way. Like it shows that you care about.
I'm gonna search it up.
Your woman.
I have done it. Trust me, a lot of people have done it. It's a cultural thing.
Really
no, there's nothing. See?
We don't see your screen.
For those who are listening to us, Taraneh just showed a screen of her phone. Nobody could see anything. Yeah,
like your soul. I'm kidding.
Thanks.
Why don't you see? It says.
All right, don't.
Okay,
all right. Well, anyways, guys, let me tell you. Every time I walk into a Persian party, it's almost like I have to be extra nice, because as soon as I walk in, you know where I'm going with this. I walk in and I get those eyes, those like jealous, like kind of like I don't know, catty eyes. Like, and I have to say, like, I come in peace, guys. I'm not going to steal your husbands or
I feel
boyfriends,
you,
please.
yeah.
Like, and I
Yeah.
overcompensate with niceness because, you know, they're just like, there's just a lot of that energy. It's not good. I wish it wasn't that like that. You know, I wish we could all be friends and get along and not have to compare each other.
They get
But-
intimidated very easily.
But
Who are they?
It's Persian girls. I mean, I guess, yeah.
Persian girl.
Would you say you're like that? Would you like?
I mean, Taraneh, I can see Taraneh being so ghairati over her boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't know. Recently, I have been really
What would you do if I
overconfident.
sit, if I'm hanging out with you guys and I'm sociable, I laugh and make jokes and everything. I don't care if it's the woman or man. Would you mind if I am joking with your boyfriend?
I wouldn't.
You can joke, don't touch him.
Yeah, I won't touch him.
But I mean, would you say that you were like one of those jealous types?
No.
No, never.
Oh, she's lying. Her face is telling it all.
I mean, I could almost sense that maybe.
No,
once-
honestly, I feel like in a relationship, do we have to go there? Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
there.
let's go there.
In
Let's
a
go there, girls.
relationship, there's always boundaries. As long as you set your boundaries and your partner takes care of your feelings, and when I don't need to be watching you guys talking and joking, because my partner is a part, like my partner, he needs to watch himself, and when I trust him and when I know he knows his boundaries, I don't care. Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, that's not the answer I
But
expected.
yeah, let's go one by one in turn, because I want to know. Like, I really think about when was that last time I remember that I was jealous, right? And
Oh my God, can I?
Okay.
okay,
Just got jealous.
All right, Taraneh, you're up.
Should I?
yeah, go on, Taraneh. You
I
say
got
first.
jealous because
بچه‌ها اول میان.
my
Kids first.
boyfriend,
Yeah.
my boyfriend keeps saying Kyan's really pretty.
Oh my
How
God.
dare
I'd like to
he.
thank my
And-
mom and
and-
the academy.
And then we're watching the show, and I'm like, yes, she is.
Did you feel a little jealous?
No, because I love you.
Aww.
But
You're right.
Me
Like,
too.
I wouldn't like it, and it's very common. I think. I mean, I've experienced that with my Persian Iranian boyfriend.
that he mentions it.
They mention
Shut
it.
the fuck
Yeah.
up.
But
Okay.
my
no.
boyfriend, my current, like my partner right now, he's not Iranian, and we
Yeah.
never comment on an actor or singer that is opposite sex, and we don't comment that like, oh, they're hot or something like that. But I
Really?
Because it
remember.
makes you compare yourself to them.
Yes.
See, that's what my partner finds hot. I have like, if you find some girl with like a brunette girl and I'm
Yeah.
your girlfriend, so why are you with me?
Really? I find the opposite with me and my boyfriend. We talk about how we
But is there a
like,
problem
think certain
with them
celebrities are
appreciating
hot.
it?
Sorry?
Is there a problem with them, like with us appreciating beauty
No,
in
I don't
general?
think so. It
No.
can, you know,
I'm
you-
okay with that.
I'm all for honesty and
Yeah,
communication.
like if
I mean, if we're being honest here, you know, before I met you, I saw pictures of you and I was like, wow, she's gorgeous, first of all. But I hate myself for this. I stereotyped you. I thought you were going to be one of those Persian girls who was, you know, like a little like, let's say catty and just jealous. You know the type that I'm describing. But I have to say, like, I have to like remind myself, don't judge, you
By
know,
the
just
looks.
by the looks. I met you and you
Yeah,
were
but it
so
doesn't have
lovely.
to do anything with jealousy. You were not jealous
It does.
of her.
No,
were
not
you?
jealous, but I stereotyped her. I grouped her as being one of those girls that were at those Persian parties, for example, the ones that would be like, you know, oh, you're wearing last season's Gucci. Ugh, get out of my sight. You know,
Yeah,
there's a lot
maybe.
of that energy, unfortunately, when I used to go to all these Persian parties, I stopped because it was too much for me.
and also, you do agree with me that Persian women are a little like, they're sometimes known to be jealous. Is that right?
Of course. I literally just said that.
Yes, because
Well-
Shirin doesn't agree. And
I
this is the
don't
wh-
agree. I don't disagree, but I don't like to talk about it in a way that
Generalize
jealousy
it.
is. Yeah, I don't like to say that women. I mean, the same way that men protest about when we say, is your Persian boyfriend cheating on you? Then they're like, no, men are not cheaters and this and that. Well, yes, when we talk about the majority of people, maybe you're right. Maybe Persian women show more jealousy, but that's not the problem. As you guys both mentioned in the beginning of the show, comparison is so poisonous. So we've been compared as women, we've been compared like products to see which one is better. But with men, this hasn't happened. The only part men have been probably mostly compared by women is their sexuality. Is there whether they can get their penis up or not. So that's where they are insecure mostly.
Yeah.
But with
Okay,
us,
but I just wanted to get to my point that
Thank you for that elaborate description of the history of Iran.
I think one of the reasons that Persian women would be a little jealous and unkind towards each other is that they have been taught that if someone is better than you, you don't like them. If you think someone's better than you, you're not right. They might have done this, they might have done that to get there. They might have slept with someone if they're successful.
We are talking about jealousy. It's not for women, guys. Stop saying it's for
no,
women.
it's in general. Like I mean, I was at I was at the bank the other day, and I'm in a quite Persian area of Toronto, and there were these two older ladies that were behind me, and no, actually, I correct myself. It was a couple. They were talking about this family. They're like, "Ore, shenidi, did you hear? Like, so and so just bought a house, and it's in this like area, Post Road, very expensive, yeah."
Okay.
And they're like, "Yeah." They said it in Persian, obviously, but they didn't realize that I understood. And they were like, "Yeah, God knows where they got the money from. It's probably all blood money." And I heard the name of the family, and I know that family, and they have like a factory of water, and just that's
factory
which
of
brings
blood.
me to my which brings me to my next point. Like we can't be, I don't know, in our culture I find there's no support of each other. We can't be happy for each other's success.
Yeah.
Like it's like I had a friend that opened up a business, and I'm always trying to support my friends, but I don't see the same happening in our community. There's no support for one another, and it makes me sad. I wish we could change this. We have to change this. Let's support each other.
I feel like a lot of or like older generation, they saw their mothers like these women get together, talk shit about other people, and not being really the vibe they had wasn't love. It was like hatred, right? So when they see this and they grow up in that environment, I think that affects the fact that, okay, so this is how it should be. If someone's better, we don't like them. But, okay, we're going to be the next mothers. So I feel like if
I'm not going to be a mother.
That's right. We'll do your job. Not that it's a job that everybody should do, but
no, but like we won't be next fathers. Definitely.
That's also an option these days.
We might be one of the next mothers.
Yeah.
So
let's change.
We and like the audience, the girls.
All right.
Yeah.
We should put a stop to this.
Yeah.
And like show if my kid comes up to me and tells me, "Oh, mom, this girl has this thing that I don't have," I don't tell her, "Oh, it's okay. She's ugly. You're pretty." You don't say that.
No.
You don't say, "It's okay. Like you have this."
Exactly.
She has something and you have something too. When you teach them from
childhood how to behave and not compare yourself to other people, it definitely does help. But great point. But let me just make something clear. Trust issues are notorious in our culture. There's no doubting that. I mean, I have a friend, she's actually non-Iranian. She's dating an Iranian man who has been, born and raised with that kind of mentality. And they got into a huge fight because he was saying that, when you get into a relationship, we have to check each other's phones. Like it's just how it has to be. That is not okay. Like that's problem number one. If you have to check each other's phones, like there's a big issue there. Like you're supposed to trust each other. Listen,
phones.
open dialogue, communication. That's all you need.
If
you
you
don't
trust each other, what's wrong with checking each other's phones?
But
Well,
why
then
do
that
you
means
have
you're looking
to
for
check?
something. I mean, if you're looking for something,
Not
then
to
you better
check,
you
but
better believe there's something wrong
Like,
already.
I'm gonna
if you're
go play
looking.
music on your phone. I want to have your passport.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine. But if you're saying that every day I have to check your phone, like
Yeah,
it's like
no.
a checkup,
No,
like
that's-
checking your
that's-
phone for
that's-
evidence of stuff.
Some people, baby, you ruined the trust here. Because you were
right.
like, what if I want to check play some music on your phone? This shows that you are going to check as well, sneakily, quickly.
Okay, you guys want me to be honest?
Be honest. That's why we're here.
Yeah.
I've been cheated on since I was 17. So I have trust issues, and
Who doesn't? I've been
and
cheated on.
and with my boyfriend, I wouldn't check his phone. I would be like, hey, I feel like you're talking to other girls. Can I see your phone? I tell him this is my problem, and I got his phone. He was talking to other girls.
But like, if they
But
want
I would hope that, I mean, I'm a little older than you. I used to be like that too. I thought it was just the norm. Like, you're always going to have trust issues. But you reach a certain age and time that you're like, okay, like this isn't healthy. I don't want to constantly have to check someone's phone if they're cheating. What a waste of time, by the way, to like,
No,
so,
of course.
So it doesn't have to be that way. At some point, like, I hope everybody has an awakening and realizes that that's
in a
not
way we
normal.
are going, in a way, I feel like we are going back to the cheating episode, but I think
Yeah,
we have
it's
to come
not.
back to the jealousy one, which
Yeah.
if I may do that,
Please,
is that
madame.
as we can all see now, when we are talking about jealousy, we go to the part where we feel insecure and talk about our emotional stuff. So what I've learned is that jealousy happens in women and men differently, in a different shape and form. So with us women, it's more about چی میگن? Emotional infidelity, whereas with men it's about sexual and power and all that. Also with women with power as well. So power is the mutual part, the common part, but with the separate part is that we want to feel emotionally supported and secured, where men also want to do that, but majority of the people. So jealousy is not something that is for women. And the Persian style of jealousy for men is غیرت. Thank you. I am Shirin and I'm done speaking.
Well, yeah, you said it.
Gayret. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I think that's the problem. I used to think that guys don't get jealous, right? I thought girls are
In what
pretty
world?
jealous
think
ones.
that?
in what
No,
world?
No,
like,
it's
I don't
fine, it's
know.
fine. I'm
You
joking.
you would never
teasing you.
see a guy like I don't know. You would
Guys,
never.
Jealous
please
of each
tell
other.
us.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
each
get
other.
jealous differently.
Yeah, that's what
They
I
just
mean.
Yeah.
don't support each other's business. Like I've literally seen friends that the one guy opens up a business and the other guy's like, oh, like Hatsman, like it's gonna go bankrupt or something. There's that's their version of jealousy. But with
Yeah.
with a man jealous against a woman, I mean, like you said it, Shirin, ghairati, like that's it's
So I
literally
think-
seen as a positive thing. I mean, which makes me question: can there be some can jealousy be a positive thing? Like being ghairat, for example, in a relationship.
No,
can there
ghairat
be
is
like
definitely
a positive
poison.
twist to it?
No.
I mean, I would hope that if I'm
Baby,
have a
if you tell me, okay, I shouldn't shout. I know that. If you tell me that غیرت, baby,
okay, I'm
women,
listening.
girls, please,
Yeah.
please, let's focus here. Like how you do it, Taraneh,
Yeah.
what do you do? Let's focus here. And
do that.
I don't know. The girls like you to do that. Anyways,
You mean you? Okay, go on. Make your
nah,
point.
این خوشگلا. I'm not. That's no. I didn't mean it in a bad way. I'm sorry. I take it back.
I am with a guy. I would hope that like he's not comfortable with me, constantly hanging out with guys. Like I have a lot of guy friends and that's
Why
normal.
would you do
but,
that?
No,
in the
no, but
first
I'm
place?
just saying I would hope that he's ghairati enough to say, Kyan, I'm not comfortable with you doing this kind of thing. Not that I do this, but I'm just saying like it can be positive. Like it can like a little
just
bit
need
jealous,
a little bit
a little bit,
care.
just a little bit can be
Let's
okay.
call it caring, not jealous.
Yeah, fine.
Exactly.
Let's change the wording of it. Yeah, caring enough that.
Well, it matters. It matters. The
Right.
wording.
So
It does.
listen, all I can say after all of this is, ladies, gentlemen, let's just support each other. And, work on yourselves. That's all you have in this life. Make yourself better because that's all you have. You can't, what does jealousy get you? Nowhere. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
Do
it
you
just
guys have anything
ruins
to
your
say?
image.
Well, okay. You know what, guys? I said.
Yeah, let's wrap
so
it
nobody
up.
has any other points. So listen, we said it earlier. We're going to read some of your comments from the last few episodes. So let's get into that. Let's read some comments. So let's see. Episode 1, it was on "Do we need to get married?" By we, I mean Persian girls, because obviously there's this expectation that we have to get married. So Mujgan wrote to us saying, in Iran, whether we like it or not, the culture of marriage penetrates our minds, thoughts, Can I see? So Mujgan wrote to us saying, in Iran, whether we like it or not, the culture of marriage penetrates our minds, thoughts, behaviors, etc. And it's like we can't even imagine a happy ending without having a family with kids and a husband. Here in Iran, even when a woman gets divorced, all the family members try to find her another husband after a while.
It's all about husbands.
I mean, listen, the key to happiness is not, it's not one size fits all. Not everybody has to get married and have kids. Some people are completely happy
Totally.
without it. So we need to change this.
I'm
this
happy
like
we are
mentality.
talking about it. I'm
yeah,
happy.
this mentality that every woman needs to get married and that's the only way you can be happy. No, this is wrong. And I agree, Mujgan. This needs to change.
I mean, now that we are on
might
the
take a while,
marriage
but-
side, can I, in that episode, I forgot to mention this, but since then I've been thinking. So I want to say some comment, my unmarried, is that I actually found out that marriage is really bad. Like I knew that. I knew that.
Wrong
But now
message,
but now I'm even more sure about this because I realized that marriage kills every passion. Every passion that you
Cheating,
have.
Jew, and
No, it's
I
not
said
good.
it earlier. One size does
true.
not fit all. Like everybody, like what I think
I
makes
agree
me
with-
happy in my life doesn't mean that it's going to work for
Well,
you
that's
or
my
you.
opinion.
So,
I
okay.
agree with Shirin for the first time.
What? I thought you were for marriage. Anyway, guys.
I was, but then
She just wants the
marriage,
wedding.
My marriage.
All right, now we know who's on which side. So,
Okay.
Taraneh,
Let me
read us
one, let me
yours.
read one. This one's in Farsi, and I will translate after.
All right, I won't understand.
And what do you
Go
mean?
on.
You don't understand Farsi?
Translate after.
وقتی مهاجرت کردم تصورم این بود که ایرانی‌های بیرون از ایران بالاخره حتما تغییر کردن و به زندگی شخصی بقیه کاری ندارن. دعوت شدم به مهمانی یک دوست و وقتی در رو باز کردم 2 تا خواهر که یکیشون دوست من بود بهم گفتن تو که باز تنها اومدی نتونستی یکی رو خر کنی این همه مدت با همین ادبیات و من فقط نگاهشون کردم و بعد ارتباطم رو
Oh my
قطع
God.
کردم چون تمام سالها مشغول ساختن آینده و زندگی بودن. This is exactly
Oh my god. It's
what
so painful.
Okay, so it says when I immigrated from Iran, I don't know to where, I thought that Iranians that are here try to fit in, so they changed their mindset from the Persian mindset. So I got invited to a party. They opened the door on me, and the first thing they said, they're like, "Why are you alone? You still couldn't fool someone to be with you?"
Yeah, haven't you been successful on fooling someone yet?
And
Yeah.
and
This is
then
exactly what's
she
wrong
was
with
like
our
with the
culture.
same language. And she was like, I just looked at them and I stopped talking to them afterwards.
Good for her.
Because all these years I was trying to build my future,
Good
build
Well
for her.
myself.
Respect, woman.
Yes, it was actually
yeah.
Anahita Nayebi.
Amazing.
Anahita. My mom's name's Anahita. I love that
Aw,
name.
that's why
Well
you
done.
picked it, right?
Well done.
Okay.
Sure, what you got?
Yes. Mine is from Saharnaz's diary. Her comment is partly Farsi, partly English. So it starts with English. It says, "It's all about equality of men and women. This is about the cheating episode.
Episode 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got a
episode
lot of
2.
comments from gentlemen, actually. This is, by the way, let me just say that no, we're not saying that all Iranian men are cheaters. We're just saying these are our experiences
Yeah.
with Iranian men. You know,
Yeah.
there are a lot of cheaters, but
Yeah, that's a good thing that you said. Let's talk about that after this quickly.
there
But
were a
this-
lot of angry comments from Iranian men.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, go on. Read your comment.
So Saharna's diary says it's all about equality of men and women. Would men like the same thing? I mean, feeling insecure and being cheated on them? No, they don't.
They would love that.
Yeah. And
I
then
love it. That's why I stayed for 3 years with the
Guys.
cheater. Sorry, go on.
I have a lot of lipstick on my teeth.
You're trying to be like Taraneh and it backfired.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
go on.
this is the sorry. This is the best part of her
Taraneh
comment.
wouldn't do that. Go on.
This
sorry.
is the best part of her comment. She says,
Okay.
شیرین واقعا مرسی واسه فرهنگ سازی. کاش
Did your
زیر
mom write
فارسی هم
this?
داشت که مردم ایران هم ببینن قطعا
Well, a
تاثیر
lot of
خواهد
love
داشت.
from me too. I didn't read them.
She said that Shirin, thank you really so much because you are rebuilding our culture and you are improving our culture. And you're welcome, Sahar Nazjun, and everyone else. You're welcome.
I swear to God, her mom wrote that comment, or maybe even herself.
Stop making
But
fun
lovely
of
comment,
me, okay?
beautiful.
Jealous.
Just jealous of you, I can't help it. Okay, guys, listen. The bottom line is, ladies, gentlemen,
Stop
don't
the
be jealous.
jealousy.
Enough with the jealousy. Be happy for each other. Let's support each other.
Yes.
Let's
Yeah.
change the culture together. We can do this.
Yeah, build your own future and be strong. But before doing that, go on on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on. Right now, we are available on all podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Castbox for Iranians, and follow us on Instagram. Like and comment your comments
Instagram?
below.
upg.official.
That's right.
Yes, upg.official. Thank you
Thank you
so
so much for
much.
listening.
Bye.
Bye until next week.